my new nickname is Big Sex. That's what the streets is calling me.
Who's the streets?
I can't I can't tell you, but like the
If I
outside
speak,
when
I'm in
when
big,
I
big trouble.
big trouble if I speak. But I leave the house and they call me Big Sex now. Sorry, mom. Sorry, dad. I'm
All
Big
right.
Sex.
Well, welcome Big Sex to the show, Ethan Hamilton. Um, I'm not gonna call you that, but all right. Well, welcome back to our recording. If you don't know, we are just two guys who talk about all kinds of what was the word we used last time? Mumbo jumbo.
Shenanigans. Oh
No,
my.
I use shenanigans. You said you didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like shenanigans. It was too old.
You said
Hoopla.
hoopla, hoopla. Yeah. So we just talk about a bunch of hoopla, anything in pop culture, sports, music, any of that stuff. So, there's a topic you guys want to hear us talk about, let us know in the comments.
Or DM us
But
on Instagram.
or DM us on Instagram. Yeah, talk to us. We're cool. We don't bite. We don't
Mm.
anything.
But
Yeah.
first off, before we get started to the show, I want to say thank you to everybody for the feedback for episode 1, for sharing it, putting it out on your stories. Like everybody, for real, it means a lot to us. I hope y'all like that segment with my pops, Big Mike. We'll see later on in the season if we bring him back. We'll see how it goes. But I'm glad y'all like that segment. We'll see if he gets in trouble with Big Mom, and I'll keep y'all updated.
Yeah, I think always bet on fatherhood is a segment that people are gonna want to see pretty often. So we'll keep it in mind. Maybe next time we come to San Antonio, we'll do a you can always bet on fatherhood with Mr. Sutton. But we'll see. We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about what's been happening this week, man, because it's just been a hectic week in our lives. I was in Dallas earlier this week with you, and then just a bunch just going on in the world, right? I want to talk about the first thing that kind of happened this weekend for me. It was the Jake Paul Fury fight.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know if anyone knows this, or I don't know if I've made it clear on the podcast. I hate the Paul brothers. I cannot stand them, either one of them. Logan, let me get started with Logan real quick, because you know, I, oh yeah, you do not want me to say anything about the Japanese suicide forest. Oh, we're gonna get
Yeah.
demonetized. Yeah, we can't say that.
Yeah.
Um, Dylan, you might
You're
have to edit this
starting off.
part out.
You're, you're starting off crazy already.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say this is like that was kind of when I was like, oh yeah, Logan Paul, whatever, right? I already wasn't a big fan of them, and then they started this celebrity boxing trend, and now anyone thinks they can step into a ring with a professional boxer and beat him, and that's just not true. And this is what this week really proved to me about Jake Paul. Logan Paul's a good pro wrestler because it's staged. It's pro wrestling. You know how much I love pro wrestling. Logan Paul's a good pro wrestler. Jake Paul, his first match against a legit boxer who is somewhat near his age, and he lost. In a match he probably should have lost in a unanimous decision. I think this is the end of celebrity boxing, in my opinion. Jake Paul, you are not him. I'm sorry. Just move on. Move on with your life, bro. Get over it. Start making TikToks. Go to wrestling. That's probably more your lane, anyways. But yeah, that's my take on the whole Jake Paul situation. I'm interested to hear what you got to say about the fight. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I watched the whole thing. And honestly, I don't know why you got so much hate in your heart for them boys. They made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But I actually like, I take it as entertainment, you know what I mean? Like people do whatever they want for content these days, say what they want, you know. But like as far as like out of pocket shit, I don't think Jake Paul's boxing has been nearly one of the worst things to come out of the internet. And I just disagree with you in the sense that like he held his own. He held his own very much with Tommy Fury. He really did. He definitely lost the fight, but I think he very much held his own.
Okay,
And
but
I'm
but
gonna be looking forward to the rematch.
oh, I mean, everyone's gonna be looking forward to the rematch because it's scripted.
Oh
Obviously,
God.
Jake Paul's gonna win this. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you know, I have respect for boxing and I have respect for boxers. My problem with Jake Paul is that, and Logan Paul, when they started this whole celebrity boxing thing, is there are professional boxers in this world who there are a lot of people that just don't know about them. Like obviously, we know the legends of the sport. You got the Mike Tysons, you got the Muhammad Ali's, you've got the Pacquiao's, Canelo, um, Floyd Mayweather. Like there are like your main boxers, right? But when was the last time boxing was as popular, right? So that's the one thing I will give Jake and Logan Paul is that they've helped grow, or I guess repopularize the sport, but they're not the real boxers. Why aren't we not putting more energy into the guys who have actually committed their whole lives to this and didn't just do it because it was going to make them a shit ton of money?
No, I'm with you, but like I'm with you in the sense of like we should, like, if we're gonna care about boxing, let's care about it the whole way. Let's start giving more respect to the other boxers who have trained their whole life. But to act like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, Jake more especially, like he putting in the work. Like the past like 5 or 6 years, he's putting the work in for boxing. Like he really has. And to beat like Andrews fighters, like they're not boxers and this by trade, but he beat with some of the best fighters on the planet. Anderson Silva, like these guys, like he's putting the work. That's what I'm saying. You can't completely hate like.
I can and I will.
Okay, so
I can't give him any credit for beating these guys. Anderson Silva is 60 years old and was an MMA fighter. So I'm just saying, if Jake Paul's about the shits and he's gonna talk all the trash that he's gonna do, back it up, man. Go beat somebody who's actually.
But that's what I'm saying. He's been backing it up
Against 40, 50, 60-year-olds who don't box for a living. It's just to make money, which is cool. But if you want to be taken seriously as a boxer, in my opinion, you got to fight some real boxers. Now, let me get to Logan, because this is going to be my whole pitch. Why the fuck are you watching Jake Paul box anyways when you could be watching pro wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Logan Paul's a good pro wrestler. I got to give him
a very good pro wrestler.
I don't like the guy still, but he's a very good pro wrestler.
I'm with you.
He's good at his job.
I think Logan Paul, if he like ends up wanting to take like pro wrestling serious, I feel like that's something he could very much do like long term. Because I think the biggest thing with wrestling and why I stopped watching is like people really just don't care about them. Like, I think wrestling is really missing, like, I wouldn't say a superstar, but like that like, because they have superstar, but I'm talking about like the traditional like babyface superstar, like the Shawn Michaels, like John Cena to a point. Like they don't have that like cookie cutter, like they don't have one, and Logan Paul could be that. Like he could be that.
I think. I mean, the thing is, I don't see Logan as a babyface. I do see him as one of the top stars in the company because of just the persona he has, and obviously his following. That's why I think Jake should make the switch to wrestling too, because yes, they're good athletes. I don't think they're boxers. They were both collegiate wrestlers and just good overall athletes. And the way I kind of see the Logan Paul thing is there are already so many people like me who dislike him. It works in pro wrestling because when he comes to pro wrestling, he's a good wrestler, but he's meant to be a heel. He's meant for people to hate him. He's meant for people to boo him. Yeah. So I think that's kind of perfect. Logan Paul is going to go down as a very good heel in wrestling if they book him right and all that stuff. I think Jake Paul should do the same thing. I don't think, boxing or MMA is really what they should be doing, but I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, but I think your haterade bar is definitely on for Jake Paul, especially because he held it something like Tommy Fury. I don't think Tommy Fury is that great of a
Tommy Fury's not a boxer. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He's a boxer. I think.
No, I mean he's a boxer, but he's not a very good boxer.
He's a very average boxer, and I think him and Jake are very much on the same level. Like that fight taught me that they are very much on the same level. Like.
Yeah, but should they be main eventing a pay-per-view? It's just the name appeal, which again is cool.
But that's not their fault. You do the same thing. Like they got the name. Like
you're right.
They brought more attention to boxing than it's had the last like 10 years, 10, 15 years. Like it's not a bad thing that he's doing what he's doing in boxing. Like it really isn't.
I don't know. For me,
it really isn't.
It's just the idea that like now since he's doing it. And not to take away from, I've already given him. I think he's an athlete. He's tried his ass off. He's done a really good job in, I guess, just setting up these fights and everything. My problem with it, I guess, in the sense of popularizing boxing, is that he's giving people the idea that you could just go into a ring, train for a couple months, and get into a boxing match. That's not how this works.
No, but do you think that was the first? But he's really been in like boxing shape for like what is it like 4 or 5 years. Like he really has. and there's nothing wrong with giving him credit. Like he's put in work. He's putting more
Yeah.
than more than me and you will ever put in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and more than a lot of the average, even the average boxer has put into boxing. Like, he's like not, and he's gonna continue to make money from boxing, and he's gonna continue to at least for the next couple fights push boxing forward. I mean, not saying he's the greatest guy in the world, like, but like I don't know why boxers are that salty. Like, I get like the boxing purists are like, oh my god, we want somebody to do it like the boxing way. Cool, but it's 2023. Like, people don't give a fuck about boxing anymore. Like, they really don't. Like, I really like boxing. Like, I'm more than like a casual fan of boxing. I really do appreciate it, like more than the average person. But like, people not name me, like you don't give a damn about boxing, Gage. Like, and that's okay. Like, you know who like you know who Tyson Fury is, like, and Canelo, and that's probably it. Like, correct me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong.
No,
Like,
there are probably a handful of other ones, like, but that's about it. You're right. Like,
and there's
I
nothing.
definitely know way more pro wrestlers and UFC fighters.
Yeah, like, and I was a very like casual, like very very casual. I knew like the same thing, the big thing you. And ever since like I started, because I got into it first because of KSI and Joe Weller. Like, I remember watching that because I was like, bro, YouTubers talk too much mess. Like, and the fact I just respected the fact that finally, like, instead of talking too much mess, like they actually about the life to a certain extent. You know what I mean? And I can
Okay.
always appreciate that. Like, you're gonna talk crazy, especially like the internet nowadays. Like, at least you're gonna back it up to a certain extent. You know?
Okay. I
And I'm
like
not mad at that. I'm not
I,
mad at that whatsoever. I'm not mad at that whatsoever.
I like that perspective actually. I haven't really thought about it from that standpoint of like usually when people used to have YouTube beefs or internet beefs, it was just like, oh, come at me, pussy, on the keyboard warriors or whatever. Um, that's the one thing I will say about the celebrity boxing. Now we get to see these guys actually just fuck
That's what
each
I'm
other
saying.
up in a ring. Um,
Now it's no more like you make one or two videos about each other. All right, cool. Let's hop in the ring. Let's take 4 months to train. Let's take 3 months to train. Let's get busy. We might look terrible, but at least me and you are gonna get our problems situated. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at that because like nobody's really getting hurt in these boxing matches. The only person that's getting hurt is their egos. You know? So I'm not mad at it.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. You're right.
I
I
think we're
don't.
taking it too serious.
I think so too.
I
I
think
think so
people
too.
in general. I think I think you're taking it too serious. Like,
Uh,
nobody's. I don't think people legit think these guys are going to be challenging for heavyweight champion of the world. But they're not like they're not bad whatsoever. Like
okay.
they could go to your local, like your local boxing gym, Jake Paul, and he could fuck up a lot of guys at your probably all the guys at your local boxing gym.
I won't go that far, but I think the you're right. There's like an equivalent to it. And I don't know if this is the best like comparison, I guess, but you've got like your main league, right? You go to the NFL for football, you'll go to world actual boxers for boxing, and then you've got your Jake Paul. You can go watch your XFL, you can go watch your AFL or whatever, side league it is. It's just like more of the sport. And I guess it is helping grow it. So uh is celebrity boxing dead? No, it's not, unfortunately. It's I mean, I say unfortunately, but I say unfortunately just because of man, I really do hate the Paul brothers. And you know me, I don't really like hate
You don't
anybody,
have a
but
lot of disdain. You have a lot of disdain for them.
I do. I just don't like the way they carry themselves, bro. I don't know.
I
I
feel
can't
you.
really fuck with it,
I
but
feel I used to like feel that way a little bit about them when I was younger. Like, not saying I'm an old head or nothing, but like now, like, I don't think there's anybody on the internet I could care less. I don't know. I'm never gonna have hate for people on the internet. Like, really, like, I don't know them. They don't know
yeah.
me. I don't really care. At the end of the day, I can turn my phone off. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
I can leave Twitter. But I get how you feel. Like, if you're just talking from like a
man,
surface level, I get why you don't like them.
but see, it's so hard to escape guys like Logan and Jake Paul because they're everywhere. Since they're boxing, they're on YouTube. Logan's showing up on wrestling television ads everywhere. It like I did try to just say like, I don't like these guys, I'm not gonna watch them, but then they were showing up everywhere on my fucking TV and I couldn't do anything about it. So I was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with it. I'm gonna make it clear I don't like them. I mean, I don't hate them, I'm not wishing death upon them or anything, but I don't know, I'm just not their biggest fan. So
I
um
feel you.
I
I
think
feel you.
that's our wrap up on boxing, I think,
Nah,
because
but to add to you, like, I don't really like. I don't think this. Like, I thought of it a little bit. I think it's getting close now that Jake has lost. I think celebrity boxing needed Jake to still win, and if he wins the rematch, maybe I'll change my mind. But like, I don't know. I think it's missing like. I think it's missing one more person in boxing, a celebrity boxing at least, to help take Jake to another, help Jake take it to another level. Because right now Jake is at the forefront, even though he's not the one that started it. Like, I think he needs KSI to catch up with him in that sense. Of like even though KSI is KSI, and if they fought, like, I'm rooting for KSI, like like that's where my allegiances lie. But I think that's what they need. That's the next fight after this. Is I think it's pretty clear. It's him and KSI.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Do you think we'll get that match before the Tommy Fury rematch?
No, I think we get Tommy first and then that.
Okay. All right.
And
Well,
I know KSI was talking about he'd fight Tommy. KSI is not wasting his time with Tommy because I don't think KSI beats Tommy. I really don't. And B, I think the money fight is Jake. Like, he's gonna make that's box office.
yeah,
Them two together, box office. That they can sell out MSG wherever they want it. They got it.
yeah.
But
Well, I mean, it's just about taking risks, man. And ultimately, I got to give them respect. We will not be talking about the Paul brothers very much on this podcast. So if if you just came for the Logan and Jake Paul content, you are going to be very sad because we're done talking about those guys, at least until the next fight. But yeah, props to them for trying something, going out of their comfort zone, and yeah, I guess repopularizing boxing. But speaking of stepping out of your comfort zone, um, there's a topic I want to talk about. It was brought up in the group chat this week. Ethan, you know, we are young adult men who just graduated college. We like to go out. We like to go to bars, talk to pretty girls, get some drinks in us. And in the group chat, we were talking about when you meet a girl at the club, we have a friend who kisses girls in the club.
We have
multiple friends, actually. Yeah, you're right.
Let's clarify. We have multiple friends that like to kiss girls in a club.
Yeah. And I guess I just wanted to get your take on the whole situation. Are you kissing girls in the club, and why or why not?
No, I'm not kissing no girl in the club. Like, I'm sorry. Like, we gotta grow up. Why are we kissing people in the club? We just met these people. I get you get the drink and you start feeling the type of way, like it get hot. You want to start taking your club. Stop it. Wait till after the club. Stop kissing people in the club. It's gross. Grow up. All right. But But to answer your question, if I have enough drinks in me, I will absolutely kiss a girl in the club. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. If I have enough in me, I will. Like, I can. Like, let's put it like this. Like, if a girl, like, if I'm talking with a chick, like, and she look good, like, if she look good, I got a couple drinks in me, and the drinks make her look better, and she try to kiss me, I don't think I'm gonna say no. I don't think I have the willpower at that time to say no, to stop, to not stop kissing girls in the club. But like I'll put it like this: I'm never gonna try to kiss a girl in the club. I will never.
Like, under your own volition, you wouldn't kiss a girl in the club.
Nah.
But then when the liquor starts coming, that's when.
Yeah, I could definitely get talked into it.
Okay.
I could definitely get motions, like my I could definitely get moved towards it. Like, it's. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. Like, it's happened. But I try, like, I actively, like, do not, like, I don't think you should kiss girls in the club. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't go into the club with the mission of just kissing girls, you know? Like, I mean,
you wait till after. You wait till after the club. But like, when you just met them two off the rip, I don't know if you could start kissing off the rip. That's just me though. Like, I need a little bit. Like, you need to soften me up. A little foreplay. I can't just go straight into the kissing.
So, but like, what is wrong with the kissing? Because like, what if
dirty, bro?
Okay, it's dirty, right? But like, what if you meet this girl, right? You're pretty sober. You got a couple drinks in you, but like, you're in the right mind. And she's bad. She's really feeling you, and she's like,
"Bitch, I said you bad."
All right, and then she tells you, she's like, "Hey, you want to kiss me, and then we can get out of here."
No, no,
right? Something like
but
that,
that's what
right?
I'm saying. Chicks aren't gonna be like, you want to kiss me. No, they gonna
Okay,
try to
but
get.
like, okay, whatever. Y'all start kissing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like
Stop.
stop.
No, I'm not gonna stop unless like I don't want to kiss her. Also, if I see that flash in the corner of my eye, I might get stage fright. Because I know how we get when we in the club. Everybody phones get out. We TMZ. So
That was the name of the group chat for a long time. TMZ. Couldn't get away with anything in there, man. We got
still
pictures
can.
of.
Well,
Still
that's what I'm
can't.
saying.
Yeah.
No, you can now because I don't know, the guys in the group like they have this thing where they like not everybody want to cover for each other. There's no coverage. If you go out with somebody in the chat, you need to start recording. Ain't no, oh, he brought such and such home. What she looked like, I can't tell you. No, that's not how the rules apply. You need to be taking videos. You need to be taking evidence.
Shit, just wait till we get back to San Marcos in April.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna be on a mission though. But I will not be. You hear it here first. If you see me in San Mo in the near future, I will not be kissing girls in the club, unless the girls kiss me first.
Same here. I'm actually. Fuck
You
it.
love
I'll
kissing
kiss.
girls in the
I'll
club.
kiss girls in the club.
Don't lie. Don't lie. You love kissing girls in the club.
Okay, I've done it twice.
You love kissing girls or try. You love trying to kiss girls in the club.
Okay, that happened once at Halloween.
You love trying to kiss
but Gage
girls
Mysterio came out, and there was nothing I could have done about that. So
no, you're not the worst one out of our friends.
No, definitely not. Definitely,
but you're
not.
definitely top 3, top 4. You're
You're
in the top half. You're in the top half.
Top half, I'll give you, but I don't know about top 3. We've got some serial club kissers in our group chat. So
yes, some serial kissers, serial tonguers, as I like to call them. I don't know, like it's just dirty because you don't know what. Like, imagine how tragic it'd be, right? As you making out with this chick and she look bad underneath them club lights, because a lot of chicks they look good underneath them club lights. I can't
the
lie to
beer
you.
goggles too.
What? You wake up in the morning and you see her IG and you're like, man, she did not look like that last time. And I'm pretty sure that's happened with chicks with me. Like, damn, I thought he was 5'9" in the club, and I just saw he looks 5'4" in these pictures. I'm pretty sure like that's happened before. So I'm not knocking it, but it's like everybody's had that, and so imagine how bad it would be, right? You think you kissing this bad little thing, right? The night before, and you wake up and you're like, damn, my throat kind of scratchy, like.
My
lips
are chapped.
Your lips are chapped. You wake up in the morning. And you have ulcers. And imagine how sick you'd be if you woke up with some cold sores because you was kissing girls in the club. Stop it. Stop kissing girls in the club. It's an epidemic.
That's how COVID
Unless
started,
they kill
man.
you first.
Oh.
Unless they kiss you first, man. Unless they kiss you first.
All right. Well, I think that's the message here is don't kiss girls in the club unless they kiss you first.
Unless
or
they kiss you first,
you're very
man.
intoxicated. Yeah, I thought that whole conversation in the group chat was very funny. Just seeing the photos
because I know people were, and this ain't just for guys. A lot of you girls, stop kissing guys you just met in the club. Stop. We don't want to talk about you guys on a podcast, but we will if we get it to stop. We will. So stop it. Okay?
We're respectful though. We won't do any name drops.
No, I won't. I'll start if I start seeing y'all know who I'm talking about. If I start seeing y'all kissing girls at the club, I'll start putting these videos on here, and the people are gonna have to know. The art recording fam is gonna have to see, because this kind of behavior cannot go unanswered for, and this is for our male and female friends. You are gonna have to pay for your crimes.
All right, you heard it. You heard it here first. No kissing in the club, women and men. So
yeah,
we're equal here, right?
Come on, we're equalist.
Equalist. We were feminists last season. Now we're equalists.
No, we're graduating.
We're really evolving. Like
are we realist?
Are we realists?
Are we realist?
Speaking of realist, man, that transition wasn't as nice as the first one.
No, it wasn't.
No, damn. Yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing. Is there something you want to talk about this weeky? Because I know that group chat was hilarious this whole week. I mean, I know that picture you sent of Dev too.
Yeah, no. The group chat's been pretty wild, pretty tame. But something I want to get back to is that I know today, what is it? Tuesday. Yeah,
Yeah,
today
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Dreamville dropped the I guess the first big festival lineup of the year in Dreamville Fest, and I feel like it'd be good if we were to read off some of the people that are going to be showing up for that. So I guess we'll start because this lineup looks crazy. For those who
It's
don't know,
crazy.
this lineup looks crazy. Like Saturday, April 1st, they got Usher, Lil Durk, Ari Lennox, City Girls. Oh yeah, Saturday they
Sean
get
Paul.
Sean Paul. Oh yeah,
They
they got
pulled out Sean
Key
Paul for
Glock,
Saturday.
Earth Gang, Jesse. Oh yeah, Saturday is for the females definitely, and I will be there. Like I will. I'm a liar. I will not be there in person. I'll be there in spirit.
Ah
I'll
man,
be there in spirit. That
it would
lineup looks. Sunday too. You got Cole and Drake performing together. Jid, Summer Walker, Glorilla, Boz, Waka,
Walker.
Mario, Jordan Ward. Oh my god, this lineup is nuts. And Burna Boy too. Oh yeah, they knew they was cooking. They was
Yeah,
cooking.
they really
Keep the
put.
stove on.
They really did do something with this festival lineup. I love that they weren't just like, okay, this is gonna be a hip hop festival. They have Usher headlining on Saturday,
Oh,
and
Usher.
that's
Ooh, that is so bro. Usher is amazing. Like he's one of
yeah.
those people that I would love to see in concert. Like Usher, they got Sean Paul come out of hiding. Oh, that's a tough lineup. I can't lie. That's a crazy tough lineup.
Yeah, I mean, man, I just miss going to festivals. Did you ever go to any music festivals?
Jambalaya,
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya. Yeah,
I know
Jambalaya
that year we were
2020.
supposed to go together. Do you remember that
Yeah, I
before
remember we
COVID?
were supposed to go the COVID year, so Jambalaya 2020, and
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Uzi,
Playboy,
Rocky.
yeah, it was
Was
Playboy
was it
Cardi
Playboy?
too. I think Cardi was there.
We'll assume. Yeah, we'll say it
Yeah,
was Uzi, Rocky, Playboy, and
there were a bunch of other people. I think
Don
Don
Tolliver.
Tolliver. Yeah, Don
Yeah,
Tolliver.
yeah, man, they need to bring Jambalaya back because that was gonna be a movie. That was gonna be our movie because that's really the only festival that we like have anymore, or we had because the main two festivals we had in Texas got taken away: Astroworld and then Jambalaya. So they probably
Yep.
won't be back for a minute. But they need
Yeah,
to bring festivals back to Texas, man. This is
it,
a disgrace.
it's a fucking shame, man, because like I love festivals. They're my favorite way to enjoy concerts. Like, going to a personal show or a tour is cool, but the festival, man, there's just a vibe about it. I don't know. I was really upset when they canceled Jambalaya and when COVID happened and everything. I was like, okay, pandemic's coming, whatever, everything's gonna be back to normal afterwards. We'll go to festivals and everything. But since we started getting back to normal, Texas hasn't brought back those festivals. We still got ACL or whatever, but
ACL, yeah.
um haven't seen Jambalaya anywhere. Not in Dallas, not in Houston, not in Austin. And then in San Antonio, we had one called Mala Luna, man. We had it every year in October, and the lineups were always super cool. They were 2-day festivals, and it's just gone, bro. Nowhere to be seen. And it makes me
Yeah.
very sad. I miss festivals so much. And if Coachella wasn't so fucking expensive,
Well,
um,
Coachella ain't for people like us. They not yet, at least.
not
Don't.
yet.
Hey, listeners and watchers on
If you're
YouTube.
trying to get us to Coachella, I
Not
mean,
even that. Once we get rich and famous, I'm telling y'all, we switching up and we're going to Coachella. I'm letting y'all know now. But until then, we're still your lovable local podcast hosts. Until then,
until then, until we get that money. But yeah, I mean, and it makes me so upset though when I do see these other festivals and the lineups are so awesome. And I'm like, man, I just wish we would get something like that in Texas again. And I don't know who's in charge of like putting together these festivals or funding them or whatever, but if you're listening, please, please get us some music festivals back in Texas, man. I will drive up to Dallas. I'll drive up to Houston. I'll
I
make
don't
the
know. I don't know
drive.
about that. I don't know if I'm driving up to Houston, but those other ones I will. I
Hey,
will
I had the time of my life in Houston. Well, at the first Astro World. Second one, let's move on.
do. Nah, but they need to bring it back. But honestly, this gonna be a contender already. Cause I do love when artists like do their own festivals or their own label festivals, like Something in the Water, like the Virginia
Mm.
one with Pharrell, Pusha, Babyface, like
I
all that.
love Camp Flognaw's lineup,
Camp
man.
Flogna,
Too.
but they don't have nothing like this anymore. Like, it was supposed to be Astro World for us. Like ACL, like bro, ACL don't be showing no hip hop acts. Like not
Mm-mm.
anymore, really. Like they really don't. And I want to go to ACL. Like bro, we were down in Austin, or I was down in Austin for like 3 years. and I never went to ACL. I think they never had anything for me, in my opinion. Because my whole thing, if I'm gonna go to a festival like that, like I need at least like give me 3 artists at least
Hmm.
that I can go see. If I'll pay if there are 3 artists at least, then I'll pay the price of admissions.
Yeah, that's crazy. You've never been to ACL? Neither have I. I've been to a lot of festivals, a lot of concerts, but ACL is just kind of one of the ones that kind of slipped by me. The tickets were more expensive than the festivals that I was paying for, Jambalaya and Malaluna. And like you said, there were only a couple hip hop artists. So I just didn't feel like spending all that money to go see one or two people that I really was fucking with. But I don't know. I'm running out of options. I might have to go to ACL this year. Um,
If ACL got a good lineup, I'll
if it's
go.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Give me Donald Glover, man. Give me Childish Gambino back up there. Um, just give us a little more hip hop, man. That's
Yeah,
all I
hip hop,
ask.
R&B, like come on, we get it. The indie folks, you gotta feed your indie folks, but give us
And your
some love.
country folk or whatever,
We
it's
get it.
sexist. I get it, but
It's Austin. I get it with the indie, but like, give us some love,
yeah.
Like, but hey, I'm not mad at that. Dreamville Fest lineup looks great. So
Uh,
wish it
wish I
was
could
here,
go.
but
Yeah, wish it
yeah,
was here, but North Carolina. So unless we're yeah, it's April
um,
1st, dude. Yeah, we're gonna be
um,
working. Not
yeah, it's
happening.
not gonna happen. Not at all.
Ah, tough, tough. Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. But
I'm
we'll
waiting to see how you do this segue.
yeah, I have no idea how to segue
You
into the next
fumble it.
topic. Um, well, do you have a better idea for the segue?
I mean, you the A Mike. You start with the segue. That's it.
The
That's
A
your job.
Mike.
Yeah.
I thought you were the honcho of all this. Big
No,
sex.
I'm big. Ooh, see. When you call me Big Sex, it just does something to me. When you call me Big Sex, it just does something to
Okay,
me.
I might end the show early here if you keep.
No, but like, I don't know what it is, but like, bro, those Kevin Hart memes have been having me in
Oh,
tears,
I am so glad you brought that up.
bro. Bring this is what we've been missing. This is a great way to start the year as far as memes goes. I have like, thanks to our friends, I have like an entire folder like of Kevin Hart memes.
I love it. And anywhere I scroll on Twitter, I'm just seeing the Kevin Hart memes everywhere, and it's so good because Kevin Hart is like, why the fuck am I like in so many memes? And like I'm not sure I truly understand the trend yet, but it's just really funny seeing
But
all those photos and
he has a face for every emotion, every situation that could have happened. There's a picture of Kevin Hart doing it.
these
Like
are
it's
really
so
good,
fun.
dude.
They look, you know what they look like, and why it's so funny is they look like stock photos they use for like clip art.
Yeah.
But like but we know the person who the stock photo is of, and there's every single thing he could be thinking of. Like, bro, they come in so handy.
No, I
Like,
swear, bro. There's I was looking at it earlier. There's one of him in a classroom. There's one of him in his bed. There's one of him in the Iron Man suit. In the Iron Man suit. It's so good, so good.
bro, we're gonna use it this week for like we gotta use it this week for like our promotion like posts.
Yeah,
So
like
if you guys watch
we
it,
could
yeah,
use one
like
of the Kevin Hart like tune
what's
in.
the one with the tiger?
That one's underrated too. I actually don't think I have that one saved.
Bro, that was so funny. Oh
Oh
my
man.
god! And honestly, I don't think Kevin Hart, like out of all the things Kevin Hart has been in the news for throughout his whole career, I feel like these Getty Image stock photos of him are the least things he's concerned about. If I'm being honest.
No, absolutely. I think Kevin Hart has a great sense of humor. Obviously, he wouldn't be a comedian without it. But like, um, yeah, I don't know. He hasn't really freaked out about the whole thing. Everyone is just like throwing the pictures around. Every thread in Twitter has a Kevin Hart, at least one Kevin Hart meme, and yeah, he's handling it like a champ, man. I really am excited to see how much longer this trend, stays out, and then also how many more photos we discover of Kevin Hart. I'm sure we'll probably have like 200 in our camera
Bro,
roll before it's all said and done.
I'm waiting for somebody to use the what's it called, his somebody take a screenshot from his cheating tape and use it as a meme. I'm fucking waiting. That's the one thing that's left, and I'm like, bro, I already know somebody finna take it too far and use that. Like, oh my god, but they are very funny, and it makes me think like, do you think there's a celebrity that does have that like stock photo like catalog of images like Kevin Hart?
I don't know. I'm sure there are.
I think Kanye. I think Kanye could have one.
You think Kanye has as many like expressions though as
Yes.
yeah,
I think. I think.
and
I
just
think.
like
Yeah.
the randomness of like what like place he's in, what he's
Yes.
wearing. Because hold
What
on,
he's wearing, especially because you forget there's so many different areas of like Kanye as like as like an like influencer. There's definitely a bunch. Like I think there's definitely a bunch for probably who's that old white lady from American Pie that talks like this. She got that like the specific voice. I'm like she's on
ah,
White Lotus. Oh my gosh.
I don't know her. I don't know her name.
Dylan's gonna put a photo on the screen right now. Boom. And I'm gonna find it real quick while we're talking. But like she's the one I would assume that to have it. Like
See, but that's the thing, dude. Is I doubt that they're pulling it. I'm gonna send this picture to Dylan too, so he can
Jennifer
put it up on the
Coolidge.
screen.
Jennifer
Jennifer
Coolidge.
Coolidge. She
Yeah.
has a lot of stock photos. You think?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Well, I personally, again, I'm sure they're. If you're having pictures taken of you all the time, I'm sure you have a very big catalog to choose from. So guys who have been famous forever, like Kanye, probably makes sense, right? But I just don't
Bro,
think there's
my
anything
catalog,
as memeable as
my
Kevin Hart.
my catalog when I get famous, like all it takes is one person from our group chat just to post all the pictures they have of me. I think I have
Mhm.
a better stock photo catalog than Kevin Hart. I really do think I have.
Whoa. Can we put some of your photos on the screen? Dylan, put some
Yeah,
photos
come
on the
on, I'm a
screen.
model.
Yeah, all right.
We'll put one there, there, there. Nah, but I definitely think that I have a better catalog than him. Like when I get famous, the people are gonna see.
Hmm.
You don't. You're lucky that you don't have a lot of like whenever we post pictures of everybody in the group chat, you don't have a lot of weird pictures of yourself. We have that
Ah.
couple of just you with the Mysterio mask and then you playing high school football. Those are the good ones.
Yeah, I
Your
mean,
high school football ones are
wait,
hilarious, bro.
which one? Which one's my high school football one?
The one of you kneeling. There's one of you kneeling. I don't know if you're crying or not, or kneeling like during the national anthem or something. Maybe were you an ally? Gage, did you kneel for the national anthem?
Dude, that's actually okay. That's a crazy thing. That whole Colin Kaepernick thing was happening while we were in high school. Our coaches told us no one on the team can kneel. If you kneel, get out of here.
That's funny.
Tough, right? But
Yeah, honestly.
I've never gotten the big deal of like, oh, you can't kneel during the anthem. Shut up, man. I
I'm
mean,
glad
like,
we're over that phase
we definitely are because, like,
because people were getting upset over nothing.
I know. I thought we kind of got to the point where it was like,
not getting up like not. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. The nothing is not police brutality. The
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
is people getting upset about the kneeling. Let me clarify
yeah.
before. All right, there,
Yeah.
there.
See, I mean, that's what I was gonna add on to is like the big issue people really ran into was like, oh, you're disrespecting the people who died for this country. It's like, nah, they died for this country so that you have the right to do that during the
It's like
anthem.
that one
So
Dave Chappelle meme where he said that the best way to have done the kneeling, like the one way to really piss off like the angry the angry folk would be if you just get OJ Simpson with his bad knees to walk on out there during the Super Bowl and try to kneel. That was one of his funniest bits.
I could kill every white person in America in one time. You know how I'd do it? I would just wait for the Super Bowl. Right when they sang the national anthem, I'd have O.J. Simpson walk to the 50-yard line with them bad knees. Is that O.J. Simpson on the field? What the hell is he doing here? Oh, I know what he's gonna do. Stop him!
Because
I
already
love
know
Dave
people
Chappelle, bro.
would lose their minds.
Oh, I love Dave Chappelle, man. I he's been coming up on my TikTok feed a lot too. Obviously, you know,
Yeah, I saw his Def Jam 25
yeah,
with him and DL Hughley. I've seen a lot of it.
yeah. I love Dave Chappelle, man. He just has a way of the delivery. Like he might be.
We need
Is
to
it
do
crazy to say
Dave
top three? I know. Could we do like
Dave
top
Chappelle
Dave
episode one day?
Chappelle? Oh, I was gonna say like just stand up comedians in general
We
because
should
I was
do
gonna
one one
say
day.
Dave Chappelle definitely falls into like that top three, top five range for me because he's just
We should do
He's
that one day.
iconic, man. Iconic.
We should do that. But I feel like now is a good time to introduce a new segment.
A new segment.
A new segment since.
Do you want to introduce the segment, Ethan? Since
Yeah.
You are the A mic.
Oh my god, I should have never said that. The new segment is. I'm gonna sing it, okay?
You're gonna sing it. Okay, let's do it. Let's hear it.
Me.
Maybe some harmonies.
Do re mi fa so. I don't. Yeah. Like I. All right. Let me look in.
All right, come on.
Let us put you on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I see the vision. It's kind of like the Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated jingle.
Yeah, it's a jingle.
I get it. Yeah, I hear it.
Put you on.
Honestly, we're gonna record that and we're gonna make Dylan make that like the whole like intro to the segment.
Yeah, I like it.
So Dylan, if you're listening, you got some work to do, buddy. Hope you know Chinese.
Work this week.
Yeah.
Hope you know Chinese. I hope you know Chinese, buddy. That's my favorite like trend is like it like I know we're talking about it for a minute, but like memes is like when a sports player is doing bad and we threaten to send them to like
Shanghai
or something. That is so funny to me. Oh my goodness.
I love it. Like, but they did it on the NBA TNT show. Was it Charles Barkley?
No, it's Shaq.
It was Shaq, right? Who are they talking about too? I'm trying to remember.
Aaron Brooks. Ni hao, ni hao.
I totally forgot about that. It was Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks, man.
Houston Rockets legend.
I was just about to say Houston Rockets legend, man. Aaron Brooks. That's hilarious. Hope everything's going well in Shanghai, man. But
Yo.
all right, let's do the segment, man. Let us put you on. I did the singing too. It's probably not as good as yours.
Not at all. Let us put you on.
We should probably explain what this segment is.
So this segment, right? Yeah. Since all y'all are a bunch of uncultured people, right, and you don't got no game, me and Gage are gonna put y'all on to what we've been listening to and what we've been watching to every week. It's gonna be an every week occurrence. So we'll either put you on to like usually we're gonna put you on to one song or album that we've been really rocking with, and then we'll put you on to a TV show or movie that we've been watching to recently. We're not gonna try. We're gonna keep it hipster, so we're not gonna keep it crazy too mainstream, but. Yeah, no. So I guess I'll start off with our music. Put us on first. Put y'all on first. Music for me, I think what I've been really listening to is this song by. Let me see if I can pronounce it right. Jev, called the "Where's the Confetti." It's from his The Color Gray album. It's about eight tracks, the album. You should listen to it, but the song I really rock with the most is Where's the Confetti. So we're going to put it on the screen now. And if you're interested in that like Joey Badass 2000s 1999 style of hip-hop, you really like the song.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. You know how much I love Joey Badass. So I'm surprised you haven't sent it to me. So I'll definitely check it out.
I thought we saved something for the podcast.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Where you just don't think about me like that, but that's okay. You know what? I'm not hurt. I'm just a co-host trying to do his show.
Man, just hurry up with your song already.
Okay, I'm gonna go. This one's a little older, but I've been on a Brockhampton kind of binge. Listen to the Saturation albums again. So if you haven't listened to the Saturation albums, definitely go check those out. That's I guess part of it. But I'll say the song I'm gonna be recommending, Let Me Put You On, is I'm gonna go Peach by Kevin Abstract off Arizona Baby.
That song was definitely heavy in my rotation.
Yep.
Senior year of high school. Definitely.
Yep. Love it. Love that song. Love Brockhampton. If y'all like that more, it's got some hip hop elements, but it's more like R&B kind of pop sounding. You'll definitely enjoy it. So I recommend it. But Ethan, what have you been watching, man? Because I feel like you and me watch a lot of TV, a lot of movies.
Yes. I'm thinking, should I put them on to the movie that I put you on to? last week, or you want to say that for yourself?
No, I mean, no, you could definitely do it because no, talk about it because we can talk about the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
Go
All
ahead.
right, so I put Gage on to a classic, not even a cult classic, a
A
solidified
classic.
classic, one of the best movies you'll ever see. One of my favorite, definitely one of my favorite, and it is Christopher Nolan's Memento. Amazing. If you're into like time, like murder, thriller, like that movie is one of the best you're gonna see. So I don't know if you should start with that because the bar is really fucking high if you watch it. But Memento, put Gage onto it this week, blew his fucking mind at the end
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah, it was very fucking good. I mean, obviously I know what to expect from Christopher Nolan. I've seen enough of his movies to be like, oh yeah, this guy has it. But I'm surprised I hadn't seen Memento. It's a classic. Like you said, everyone, I mean, if you haven't seen it already, go watch it. I was super late to the party, but look where I am now. I love it. And I can't wait for the new Christopher Nolan movie, man.
Yeah. I think he's coming out with one soon. I think the last one was Tenet, which got very mixed like reviews, but I really like Tenet. I like John David.
I like
Washington
Tenet a lot
School,
too. Yeah,
But
Christopher Nolan's directing this new
oh,
movie
he's
about
doing
the
Oppenheimer.
yeah, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, Oppenheimer. I'm a liar. Oppenheimer is coming out this year too. So whenever that movie comes out, we'll definitely talk about it on this pod.
Maybe a movie review.
Well, we'll definitely give a movie review for Oppenheimer. But if you're into that like time and like murder and stuff like that, Memento. The plot is that basically this guy has short-term memory loss. Not short-term memory loss. He got into an accident and it's caused him to not be able to remember things like only like I think 15 minutes, 30 minutes at a time, and he always forgets it. But he remembers everything that happened before his accident.
Or his accident, yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I can give. So
Yeah.
watch it.
Go watch it. Yeah. We don't even have to say anything else about it. It's a classic. Go watch it. I guess from my rec, I'll do a show. This is a show I don't think I've talked about it on the podcast, but it's one that really hit home for me, and it's called The Midnight Gospel on Netflix. It's animation. It's the same animator of Adventure Time, so if you like that animation style, it's very cool. But basically what it is, it's like a podcast show where the main character, he has this like podcast that he goes into different universes and interviews different beings or whatever, and all of the interviews have some kind of like philosophical like talk about like something in life. There's conversations about death, drugs, like life, your relationships between your family. It's really, really good. The last episode had me fucking crying. So yeah, I really can't recommend it enough. I suggest y'all check it out. I think it's only like 6 or 7 episodes.
Yeah, no, definitely something that you put me on whenever you were talking about it. But Midnight Gospel is very cool.
Yeah,
I like it, man. If you're into podcasts, that kind of like psychedelic, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool setup. Like the idea. Maybe we'll get this podcast animated one day.
Oh, defo.
Yeah.
Animated shorts.
Animated shorts. I think we got a guy who might be able to help.
I think we know a guy.
But hey, actually, this is a good segment of the show before we get into the sports stuff. And we give a quick shout out to everyone who helps us out with the podcast. I want to give a shout out to Dylan, Danny, Jarris, Xavier, Ace for making our artwork. Everything has been going really great, man. Season 3 is off to a great start, and it wouldn't be possible without y'all. So shout out.
Yeah, we really got the Monstars all on one team.
Yeah.
Like,
and guess what? We're not paying them.
You're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid.
Just kidding, guys. We will pay you once the funds start coming in. Well, okay, Ethan,
leave me out of it. You dug yourself in this hole.
No. I want to be
this.
I want to be a good employer. I want to pay my employees. You're the one who was like,
bro, you're really trying to flip this on me.
Yes.
I didn't even bring nothing about their pay or nothing on. You didn't really try to flip this on me
because we've talked about it on the podcast. And he's saying that you don't want to pay anybody.
No, I'm robbing them for everything they've got.
Okay,
but, like you're the one that brought it up. You're trying to flip this on me. They know how I feel. I'm the fun boss. I'm the fun guy in the group. Like you try to put this on me. Don't put this on me, Gage. Do not put this on me. You're the one that brought it up. All right, so you stick with it. You hold that. You hold that little joke, because when they watch it, they gonna have something to tell us in this chat. You got to hold that. You got to hold that.
Hey, yeah, it's all love, guys. But yeah, I guess let's get into the sports stuff. I'm sure a lot of people probably want to hear what we have to say about the NBA. A lot of crazy stuff been going on. Let's start with Damian Lillard's 71-point game, man. I guess not just about the performance itself. Obviously, we know that Damian Lillard is one of the best basketball players in the league, on the planet probably. But we've been seeing a lot of these kind of performances with, Donovan Mitchell scoring 70 earlier in the season, and just guys dropping 50 and 60. It seems almost every other night.
Luka having a 60-point triple double. Anthony Davis getting like 20 and 20 on average.
Yeah,
for a certain stretch of games.
Yeah. So I guess my point in all this is, we are seeing these bigger output scoring games. Do you think that's a trend we're going to continue to see in the league? Do you think that like we're just going to keep seeing guys score more and more in a game, or is this just kind of like an outlier in terms of, just so many guys having special years?
I think I do think that like I said, I'm not going to lean too much to the old like, oh my gosh, like these are the best scorers that we've ever seen in the NBA at this point in time. At all having been in the NBA at one time, like I'm not denying that like scoring, like the level of scoring is at an all-time high. I don't think there ever has been a higher like threshold of like how good scoring has been in the NBA. However, can we keep it a stack? I'm not trying to. These old heads got a point. No, nobody playing to look at defense, bro. They really not playing defense like that. Let's just keep it a stack. Like, and it's not like there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it doesn't invalidate a shit ton of arguments that you have for certain players. But this year, bro, you seeing it, bro. You seeing it. People are mailing it in, bro, and that's cool. Like, I don't really like think of it as an issue, but I think we're gonna look back on like these stats on this year and very much like take it with a grain of salt.
Well, I hate to do this. Actually, no, I don't. Most of these performances that we're you're talking about right now, Ethan, have come against the Houston Rockets. But I'm trying to find the list of how many points like each each of their season highs have gone for. Oh, that's really funny. Kevin Gates doing the dance on stage. That's Kyrie. That's what
representative of
what Damian Lillard was doing to the Houston Rockets the other night. I can't find the tweet, but the point is almost every player who the Rockets have played against have dropped their season high against them. So I don't know. I feel like there probably is a solution to the problem of like, you're right. I think we have the most talented scorers ever in one league at the same time. But like you're saying with the defense, I just think like there isn't enough defense being played, and we're getting team defense. The inflation of those games have come at that cost. So I don't know. I'm interested to see like how the NBA will find a way to. Is this good for the game? Is this a bad thing for the game that we're seeing so many more like 60, 70 point games? I guess that's really up for you to decide. But I don't know. I thought I enjoyed myself watching Damian Lillard. That guy is just a fucking bucket getter. And man, I don't think the T-Wolves. I don't think the Trailblazers are very. Okay, this is the thing. I feel like there's so much parity in basketball right now, though, because we've got like your top 5 worst teams. You got Detroit, Houston, San Antonio, Charlotte, right? But besides that, in the West and the East, everything's pretty tight. And a team that like Portland, right? They're not a contender. They're not a great team, but I would still say they're a good basketball team. Would you agree?
Yeah, they're an average, below average basketball team. NBA team. Yeah.
Okay. So the fact that he dropped 70 on the Houston Rockets, another NBA team. I know we've got a friend who actually a bunch of friends who think this was kind of a fluke. This performance from Damian Lillard.
They have a sickness.
Yeah.
because
For
Dame
sure.
is an all-time great, and I talked about it in our TikTok. Follow us on our recording on TikTok, but like Damian Lillard, like I know he's like not underrated for people who watch basketball, but like when we like in the pantheon of all-time great basketball players, Damian Lillard is an all-time great basketball player. He's one of the 2 or 3 best Portland Trail Blazers to ever play. He's gonna go down as one of the best point guards to ever play, and he's probably gonna go down as one of the more underappreciated point guards in this era, in the era of the Steph Currys, the Kyrie Irvings, the Russell Westbrooks,
Yeah.
like even the Chris Pauls. He's gonna go. He's gonna be very underrated in that respect.
No, I'm with you. I think you nailed it right on the head, man. There were so many guards who just took off around the same time he did that I feel like we take him for granted just because he hasn't won championships. He hasn't won an MVP, but when you look at the way he's shooting, the way he scores, the way he does things for his team, and then the team around him, you definitely have to put him in that conversation. So shout out to Damian Lillard. But let's talk about the real GOAT, man. Let's talk about LeBron James.
You said goat. I didn't know he was gonna talk about
I no,
Kobe
I said
today.
I said LeBron James. You know exactly who I'm talking about.
No, I thought we were talking about Kobe. You said the goat.
Le GOAT.
Mm,
That's his like literal name on his
I
birth
don't know.
certificate.
I don't know about that. But
Mm, yeah, LeBron. I just I wanted to see your reaction to what GOAT LeBron would get, but
oh brother.
LeBron fortunately going to be out for a couple weeks. I'm not a Lakers fan, but
I am a Lakers fan, and
No,
let
you're
me put
not.
it like I am a Lakers fan. Stop telling people that.
You're a
Jesus
Mavericks
Christ.
fan. Shut up, dude.
I'm both. Oop, not the
You're a
Cavs.
Kobe fan.
No, I'm both. Stop. I'm a Lakers and a Mavericks fan. Like I really am. Like I enough with this whole.
You can't
bandwagon.
have two favorite
Yes, you
teams in the
can.
same conference.
Yes, you can. They don't. The Lakers and the Mavs have no correlation to each other. They are not rivals in no respect.
There are
Like,
no rivalries in the NBA. Have you ever thought about that?
no, there are rivalries in the NBA.
No, I'm talking like true team rivalries.
Yes,
They're not
there
as
are,
good as
true.
besides
There
the
are.
Lakers and the Celtics.
There's Lakers and Celtics. Philly and the Celtics don't fuck with each other. Lakers and Kings don't fuck with each other. Never. Even though the Kings have sucked the last 15 years, they still don't fuck with each other. Warriors and Rockets don't fuck with each other.
Okay,
Dallas
but
and San Antonio don't fuck with each other.
are any of those rivalries anywhere near as good as any of the NFL rivalries that we have?
The NFL rivalry, but that's because they're like the NFL rivalries aren't even like that. They switch up like every week.
Okay, so that's what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like rivalries in the NBA aren't as good because we don't have divisions.
Well,
In the
divisions
NFL
don't matter. Like there are divisions, but the divisions don't matter.
Oh yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Is the NBA doesn't
Besides
like they
for
have the
scheduling.
divisions, they just don't matter. Yeah.
Like,
So
besides
like
for scheduling.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like that part of the NBA needs to be fixed in the sense of like you need to create rivalries because I agree. I think we do have some really good rivalries, but wouldn't you agree that I feel like a lot of the rivalries that we've seen in the NBA throughout its history have been like player oriented?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I
rather
think
than
that's
like the
just-
organization, because like in the NFL, you've got the Packers versus the Bears, you've got the Cowboys versus the Eagles. I mean, the list just goes on. For the NBA, the only one I could really say is like a franchise rivalry is the Boston Celtics and the Lakers, and that's just because they've seen each other in the finals so many times. But
Yeah, no. But I think it's really because of just how the NBA is played anymore. And I think social media deaded that shit too.
you think so?
Let me explain. Because of social media, like you're growing up like with fans of like I'm a Lakers fan, I live in Dallas. Like you're growing up being fans of teams that like aren't there in person. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you go to the arena and you see these teams, you don't have that animosity that you would normally have, you know?
Yeah.
Like Gage, like even though you are a Spurs fan, like a lot of the people more than it used to be, people that go to Spurs games aren't Spurs fans. It's not a knock, it's just that they live in San Antonio and that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? But before, like in the early 2000s and the 90s, like those people everybody in that arena would be Spurs fans.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely a different era of basketball. I feel like
Another rivalry too, Spurs and Lakers.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
but
for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
Lakers Molly watch them. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
Mm.
Mm.
But
I got my
you
five.
know what
I got my 5 championships, bro.
oh,
You know, I'm
oh
feeling.
brother, oh
I'm feeling good.
brother. But you get what I'm saying. Like I think that's contributed a lot too.
Yeah, I definitely think this is like, and shit, I guess it could go for a lot of leagues. Just like with the growth of social media and the internet and everything, it has definitely become you're a fan of the player. Like obviously, you know, you have people who are fans of teams, big Packers fan, obviously, but like that's kind of what the direction sports are kind of headed in. Is people are fans of a player rather than the team as a whole. So they'll go and support that player by going to NBA games. So like you were talking about with the Spurs games, every time we play the Lakers, we see more yellow in there than we do black and
It's
silver.
a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's horrible. Not in San Antonio, man. You need to get out of here. But
it's a good thing, man. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But hey, that's been episode 2.
Yeah, you think this is a good place to end it, man?
Bro, we smoked this episode. Are you kidding me?
I don't know. Y'all let us know in the comments, man. What do y'all think of season 3 so far? What do you think of Ethan's new nickname, Big Sex? And drop your favorite Kevin Hart meme in our Twitter thread.
Yes, drop your favorite Kevin Hart meme on your Twitter on our Twitter. Damn, after I said we smoked the episode. God damn.
That's okay. We did smoke it.
Also, let us know what other topics you want to hear us talk about, like segment ideas too. So,
yeah.
But
yeah, I think that is the end of the show. So we got shit to do. So
we have lives.
We got lives.
Thank you for listening, but get back to your own lives.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching our recording. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. It's been Gage Sutton and the young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton. Big Sex. We'll catch y'all later.